So I've had a slew of new projects in the last few months, and I was struck by an interesting fact that has been going on actually for quite a while. And I don't know why I didn't really observe this sooner, but one of the things that technology has done to this very small world of mine of film, television composing is that it has changed the whole temporary music process. When I first started, it was at the very end of the days of film. The film would come back, you would make a copy of it, you'd store the negative away, and then you'd make copies of copies of copies and edit it, and then at some point you'd go back to that final film and cut that negative. So a picture editor would have film, and they would have dialogue, one audio track. And for them to get seriously involved in music was a big, big technical hassle. It's a whole nother track, it's a whole nother reel of audio stock. And thus you have the music editor. The music editor's job was to put the music to this. And you would start to put in temporary music. And the music editor would have the ability they would spend the money to have the extra roll of audio stock for the music editor. And the music editor would cut music into the picture. The first step was you went to videotape, and it started to get a little easier for people along the line to do various jobs, like put music in. But by the time you got to full digital, the Avid and Pro Tools, music is just another track. It doesn't cost any more to do it. It's not any more of a technical problem. It's just another track in your system. So by the time you get to there, you find picture editors are cutting. Every picture editor is cutting to music because it's totally technically viable. Cut to a few decades later, and I'm finding that every piece of work that I get, the temp has now been cut by the picture editor. And music editors are brought on later. They're brought on even later than I am sometimes. And it's a very interesting evolution in the process because picture editors have a very different purpose in putting music into a film or a television show. They're interested in that scene working, they're interested in their edit working, and they use music to help define the rhythm of a scene, to help define the cutting, the pacing, and the cutting style. And quite frankly, they use it to cover a lot of stuff that they feel that isn't quite as good as it could be or should be, or they don't have the footage, and they just put music in there, and it's great. I had a very interesting, wonderful time I reunited with Jodie Foster, who I'd done a number of films with, and we did an episode of Black Mirror a little while ago. And not long after that, we did a seminar together, and we were talking about the music process, and she says she doesn't let her picture editors cut to music. She says, I don't want to see music, I want to know exactly what's happening in this picture. I want to know that it's working, and then music's just going to make it better. Music's not going to be a band-aid. Music is not going to solve a problem. We're going to fix that problem first, and then music's just going to enhance everything. And I really have seen a shift over the last 25 years away from, unfortunately, from Jodie's point of view, because of technology, because at any point in the proceeding, music can be put on by anybody now, and consequently, music grows with the film from that very first cut all the way, and a lot of those decisions are very hard to break away from. Interesting, very small, seemingly subtle, but I think a very interesting change in the way that pictures and television are scored that comes out of the technical revolution.